Okay. I am connected. There's one thing I want to do. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can. I don't have the one I need for this one. Okay. Then do my phone. All right, let's start. Let's begin. Okay. This is something here that's going to be too small. There and there. Okay, we'll do that later. Okay, what did we want to do? Work on the side here. Okay, so we are going to create this flap right here. And this flap is 6 by 8.5. 6 by 8.5. So let's see, we got some good scraps. That might work. I don't think so. Remember, this is 6 inches. This one might work. Let me see. It's exactly 6 inches. Okay, 6 by 8.5. Okay. I just want to get that out of the way. That out of the way. Get you out of the way too. Okay. Move you over there. 6 by 8.5. 8.5. Yeah. 6 by 8.5. Now, let me see. What I'm going to do is okay, that should help. That's 8.5. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score along this long side here. A 1/2 inch. Okay, why does this should not be going off if I have it? Oh, I don't have it. Give me a second, guys. Let me try to get on here real quick. Okay. Okay. Score a 1/2 inch. Right there. Turn it around and score another 1/2 inch. Right there. Okay, I'm going to take 1.5 inch and fold it back. And then the other 1/2 inch, we're going to fold it the opposite way. So there's 1/2 inch folded here and then a 1/2 inch folded on the other side. So it looks something like this. And then you're going to take, let me see, this one is going down. So actually, fold them both the same way. Then you're going to fold it in half. Like so. You're going to fold it in half. You get a nice half, a nice fold there. Okay. And then bring this one back around again. the same thing. Okay. Do it this way. Can't, has to be this way. Okay. Hello, Vanessa. Okay, and then the same thing with the other one. And again, fold it in half. Oh my goodness, I did not close this. Just mixing it up good so that way it doesn't become watery on the top. I don't know why. Okay. Now, because it cracked, it's got all that white core sticking out. What are you doing, Vanessa? What are you making? That one looks good. Okay. Now, before I put this together, let me see. Now, for that, I could use some of these scraps. That one's almost perfect, but I want for it to stick out a little bit. Okay, this is long enough. Okay. I'll just stick out like a half an inch. That's about a half an inch there. Let me see. Bringing it a little bit. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to mark it right here. Okay. Then I have an inch here. Okay, and let's get out from under the desk. It's way over there. I can't reach it. Hold on. Okay. My cart with all the punches. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one. Okay. And then the same thing with the other one. Okay. So now we can put photos all along here. Put like 4 little ones along here, and then the same thing with the back. 4 little ones along the back. But first, let me shave this down a little bit because it ain't gonna fit on here. I have to shave off about that much. Okay. Bitty bum bum. Bitty bum bum. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put all of this one shows too. Okay. It's wrong again, I wonder. Okay, this way. I don't want it this way. Okay, I have to go this way no matter what. That's okay. means we gotta clean this side up too. Okay, like this is well, it's a tight fit. I'm gonna have to squeeze it down a little bit more. Squeeze it out a little bit more. I don't want it that tight, because then the pictures won't feel right. Let's see now. You adjust it accordingly. Okay. That's what I want. For it to move smoothly. Let's attach it to our book. Attach it to our book. Okay. Now, these are going to go, you're going to butt it up against this one right here. It's the same size. So you want to butt it up against. We're going to glue it onto this pocket right here. That's where this is going, where the pocket is. So I make sure it's going to be the same length. So it's going to go right about there. Okay. And the magnet still works very fine. Okay. So first, let's glue this one down. This is the inside. And let's glue that one down first. And you're going to want to make sure your hinge there gets folded under on your right hand side. And put glue on that. On the hinge. Okay. Make sure these tips here press down. Okay, so make sure you line it up with your okay. You don't want this sitting on top. You just want it sitting right on the side. Give it a little bit of breathing room here. It's already down. Yeah, you don't want it to be on top of this. You want to make sure there's room. It'll get some glue too. Let's see, let me get another wet one. Okay. Everything looks good. Now, you see all that white in there? We're just going to take care of it with the marker. There. Now it looks flawless. You don't see nothing now. Very, very flawless. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one here because I can see a little bit of white core. Anywhere you see white core, just either use the ink or use a marker. Okay. I think if we put only one magnet should do. We don't need two magnets on this. So one magnet there, one magnet here. And I am going to put the magnets on this right now. Because I don't want it. Oh, I still got magnets over here. I got to order magnets. Oh. And then, where are those extra pieces I cut out the other day? Here's one. Oh, that's all we need right now. Oh. And the glue dries up so fast. I didn't want it to have it glue onto itself. Hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, we got the book already done for in here, so that's good. Okay, it doesn't interfere one with the other. So this one, I'm gonna call it done. And I'm gonna have to put the little white like this, like I did here. I'm gonna have to do it here, so that way you can measure your photos to put on here. And then this part here, where I punched the hole up there, that one and the bottom, you can run a ribbon through that. You can run a ribbon through in there. Now let's do the other one. The same thing. I'm going to glue the inside hinge, flap first, the little hinge here. Wipe off any excess. This excess doesn't want to be wiped off, so we'll have to use a marker on it. Yeah, it's not coming all the way off. Okay. Then I'm going to glue the other hinge. That's going to go down on the pocket. And again, I'll do it even with the one that's on top of there. Okay. Make sure it doesn't interfere with this here. Okay. All right, she don't want to move no more. Very good. And take two more pieces of magnets. Okay. So now the front and the top of the scrapbook layout is complete for both of them. Now I'm going to work on the inside. Inside. Okay, this is what we just did. We're going to do this first. Now, I don't think I'm going to do the flap that I was going to put on top of here. Reason being is that I don't have the acetate that I would like to put on it. So that's something we could do at a future date by removing. We'll remove the belly band and then attach the the frame if I decide to do it later. Or maybe go ahead and do it and then get the... Let me see first of all how much acetate I have before I say anything. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it on the floor yesterday. If I have two big ones, that'll be good. If not, then we'll only do one. Or we won't do it until a later date. I'll put the frame, but I won't be able to do the acetate. See, this is a good one. Maybe not. No, it's not enough for an inch at the top, inch at the bottom. That's not. I'll use some of this fuse paper. Fusible. Oh yeah, I can use this. It's pretty light. Yeah, okay, we'll use that then. That's what I have left. Well, since I'm going to be using this, I think I'm going to do a shaker out of the frame. Yes, we'll convert it into a shaker. So, another one, two more. One, two. Okay. That's going to be a big shaker. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make the frame. I put this back on the floor in case I need it later. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is the frame. I need two of these. I only have one. Hold on, let me get some more cardstock. Two, three, four. Okay, let's all see. From the front and from the back. Okay, we need to cut that little tip off of there. We know that. Put you to the side for now. Let me cut the top of this off first. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Okay, this comes with a dotted line. I don't know if y'all can see that dotted line right there. That dotted line needs to be cut off because it's not quite 12 by 12. It's 12 by 12 1/4. And we want it 12 by 12 for right now. I think we're going to end up cutting a little bit more. Okay, come on. Now that is going to end up being the back page. Let me see in here. Let me put this somewhere so I don't get damaged right there. In here, it was not the back page. It's this. Nope, that's not the one. I'm about to say, I keep losing this. And here is this page. But I'm going to make it the back page. I'm going to make these 2 6 pockets. Make this the back page. And this will be a layout. 12 by 12 layout. Right here. And then you have your booklet in the inside, also for layout. And then the booklet that also goes in here is also for layout. So we got plenty of layouts. So, okay. It is going to be going on the last page. Look at that. That got glued. That got stuck together. And it caused a white. It caused a white. A white core. So we're going to darken it with the marker. Okay. Okay. Looks like we're going to have to shave some of this off. It's not incomplete. 12 by 12. Okay, so I'm going to take off about an 1/8 or 1/16, 1/8. I'm going to take off an 1/8 of an inch for right now. And that's going to have to be to all 4 of them. Okay, I want it away and away as much as possible as we go up here. Okay, that one looks good. Eighth of an inch off of that one. Make sure all 4 of them are the same. I just don't understand why this part here is like that. Maybe if I do this. Nope. What about this? It's still a little bit off. And we need these to be perfectly even. We need them to be perfectly even. Okay, they're perfectly even now. All right, now I need to make sure before anything, this is how it's going, right? So I put it all the way to the edge here. And we got plenty of closing room. Okay, that's how it's going. Now, the next thing is we need 2 1-inch strips. That's going to go along the top. Okay. Keep that one. Just 4 inches. 3 1/4. So I can line it up right here. Hopefully. Seems like one is bigger than the other one, but that'll be fine. Oh no, yep. One is bigger than the other one. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, I'm going to fold these up in half first before anything. Make sure they're folded corner to corner, edge to edge. That'll give it a nice even fold. Okay, same thing with this one. Corner to corner, edge to edge. Okay. What care you working on? What care are you working on? I am working on a scrapbook layout scrapbook album. Okay, set those aside. And now a lot of work to be done. We are going to do 1 inch. I want to look at my other album and see if I did 1 inch or if I did a half an inch. Or if I did 3/4. Let me see. Where's that album at right there? This is the album that we're working on, that we're making. Okay. And so the frame that I'm doing right now, we did a half an inch. That's not, no, we did a 3/4 of an inch on this one. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. But now I'm going to do an inch. Now I'm going to do an inch for the other one. See, it's magnetized. I'll put it up here for those who can't see it. It's magnetized. So that way, if you do have the book this way, nothing's going to fly out. Nothing's going to fly out. I haven't put no pictures in here yet. And then underneath the belly band is the scrapbook layout. You got 4 pages of scrapbook layout. That's page 1. And there's stuff in here. There's pictures in here. I made it interactive. There's pictures of me and my grandkids. This is when they visit me in the hospital. My daughter and her boyfriend And then my son and my grandkids there. My granddaughter here. And that was me in the hospital. And then that goes in the backpack. And the backpack is magnetized, so this won't be flopping all over the place. And then there's a small charm keychain that I put here to unlock the backpack. Then you open it, and you got another layout over here, and a layout over here, and a layout in the back. And that's the story of my life. So this is what we're working on right now, this back part. And it's in a different space because it's not all the way in the back. This is kind of different. Here's another layout. Here's another layout. Let's hold that down. It's magnetized. But this is all different. I'm not gonna take those out right now. One of these days I'll show this. Here's another one. Here's the other layouts. And then the back is another layout. So there's quite a bit of layouts. I do say so myself. I'm not sure if I put pictures in the photo booth thing. Yeah, there's some. But we need more. We need to put more photos. That's all I have for now. Here's a smaller layout. Smaller layouts. Haven't done this side yet, but created a layout right there and more over here. And yeah. This one holds two. And then this is a what do you call this? This it's this sheet that you heat up. I forgot the name of it. And then these are just photos. Go in there like that, like so. And then I haven't glued these down yet, but they're not going to be going like that. And then there's more to be worked on. There's a lot of work to be done in this book, but we got quite a bit. We got quite a bit done. This is one of my favorites. And then for the top here, there's also layouts in here. Those are layouts, and that's the layouts. So lots of layouts. Okay, so we determined that was 3/4. Now we're going to do 1 inch. And, oh, the other thing is, let me see. Did I do the other side too? That's what I need to know. No, I did not. I didn't add another one. I just covered up the acetate is what I did. And went along the edges with a 1/2 inch frame. But this time I'm adding 2. So I had to add 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 2 acetate, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. And I'm going to create a shaker. This is going to become a shaker. That's what's different about this one. And this one is theme Paris. If you haven't noticed, it's theme Paris. And since I'm working on 2 albums at the same time, one is going to be sunflower, and then the other one, my daughter's decorating it for her pictures that she took in Puerto Rico. She did a lot of photos in Puerto when she went to Puerto Rico. So these are going to be 1 inch plus shaker. And I'm doing 4, so we're going to do 1 at a time. So I'll probably will only be able to work on this for tonight. And then I didn't come out yesterday because I was busy doing something else. I was working on something else. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on something else, so I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow. So I know I'm going to be doing something else. I finished my 1 book. I finished my 1 book that had to do with Rumpelstiltskin, not the Archie one, but the other one. Okay, I like this. I like the 1 inch. And then I'll do a 1/2 inch frame to attach this. Okay. Excuse me. Same thing here. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be easy to cut because it's black on black. Should have made it white. I think I'll do white. I'm going to redo the other one. And that's going on the inside because it's a mess. This is white jelly ink. Just the way it rolls on. It's okay. Okay. So One more. This is the one that I did in black pencil. You can barely see it, so I'm going to go ahead and redo it in white. Already showing signs of sleepiness. What time is it? Now I'm going to cut. Make sure these are all facing correctly. Like, oh, it's not going to matter right now. It's going to matter when I go to put it in the book. I think I should not be using this. But I like the way it cut. Okay, we'll see. I just have to keep the strength up in my fingers. Okay. Yeah, I like this better than the other one. This is me, the first one. I really messed it up right there. All right, one down. And then this is going to go behind here. Yes. With the other one on top right here. Okay, one down, 3 more to go. And this is not good for that. It is, but it isn't. So, I'm going to use this one. Where's the steel part at? This has got a little piece of steel right here. So I'm going to use this edge. I hope I don't ruin this. This one slid down a little bit too much. We're going to have to get it with the scissors. We're going to leave it alone. I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. Because it looks good on this side. Okay. This side does have a little bit that needs to be fixed. And that one looks better. Wonder if I should just go ahead and cut it by hand. Might just as well. I think I'm doing a better job of it by hand than using the knife. This is just really skinny right here. So I can use that piece. I'm going to have to do it like this and then do it by hand. Because I can use those big pieces. I can use these big pieces. Okay, now it is good. Now it is good. Okay. Okay. Let me see this other one. This one's pretty good. This one cut on the edge where it was supposed to. Okay, let's see. I'll try again. Cutting on the edge. Let's see how well this one did. This one did pretty well. It's all on the edge. So I just have to keep on using the metal one. Last one. That'd be better. Okay. Oh, that's a little bunny. Okay. Okay, that's a match. Now, okay, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to cut these down. If I cut 3/4 of an inch, oh, it's there. Okay. I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch. This is 12, right? Make sure this is 12 inches first of all. Okay, I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch of it off. So I'll end up with 11 inches and 1/4. And then this way, the same thing. Make sure 12 inches are up here first. Any excess gotta cut off. Yep. And then 11 and 1/4. Okay. So we got 3/4 of it. Let's see. Exactly 3/4 inches off of both areas. Ooh, one side was shorter than the other. I didn't know that. It should be 11 and 1/4 all the way around. Let's see. 11 1/4. And then this way, 11 1/4. Okay, now, how is it going to fit on here? It's going to fit nice. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I want to make sure okay. So what I'm going to do, okay. Okay, I want to put these down first. This is going to be a little bit, okay. I just need to make sure. So make sure this lines up together. Hopefully, I don't have to be erasing that. Okay, so I want to put tape on this one first. And I'm going to put tape on the edge on the outside here. Make sure I get a nice straight edge. Not perfect. I'm trying to get it perfect. It's not getting there. Okay, the cover. Okay. Okay. This one. It's going this way. Okay. I'll set that aside for now. And then on this one, so we got the outer edge like that. Okay. This one is going to get both edges, the inner and the outer. Start right here first. The inner and the outer. And I'm also going to glue it too. I'm also going to use liquid glue. I want to make sure that this is very well sealed. And they're not going to come out. Okay. And I think tomorrow I might do some printing to fill this shaker up. I'm going to have to do some printing. Let's see. Cool. That's how that's going to go. That's how that's going to go. I'm going to try to add a little bit of glue. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of glue. I need to keep it open a little somehow. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Just want to add a little bit of glue. like dots of glue. That. This is so that the beads don't try to come in the middle here, because it might come open. And then they get stuck. So let me see. I've never done it this way, so we'll see what happens. Hoping this will work. Just beads of glue, that's all. Just little beads of glue, like that. Now, that's the top part. I don't want for it to touch the glue just yet. Need to make sure that I'm putting this in the right spot. Actually, it's supposed to go this way. This is wrong. I think it's supposed to go this way. Okay. I already touched the glue. Okay. You see how it made all the difference in the world, the glue. Continue. That was easy to wipe off. Okay. That is showing me that it's going to, I'm going to have to cut that. I'm going to have to cut this off here. I'm glad I looked at it before it became all sealed. Okay, now that's what I'm going to have to do around the 4 edges. Glue it up. Okay, but you need to stay still. Now I only have to do it just to this part, because I don't want the sequence to try and not to get stuck on the edge. Okay, hopefully this is going to prevent it from coming through here. Now I can go ahead and remove the outer edge. I can clean that up later. I'm hoping not to use my pokey, but I'm going to have to. That's not even the side that I needed to worry about. It's this side right here. How crazy is that? I did the wrong side. I did the wrong side. It's all right. Alright, I did the wrong side, but that's alright. Right here is where we're going to want to seal it. Right here. And then put the glue on. I don't know if the glue is going to stick very well. Vinyl to vinyl. This is almost like vinyl. Plastic. Okay, I think what I'll do is, let me put this tape on, so I have to do that part. And make a grip on the tape, like the, seal it with, I'm gonna have to double the tape. Double. I'm gonna have to double it all the way around. And then put glue. Now, when I put the glue on the inside here, I have to be careful that it doesn't ooze out, because there's no way I'm going to be able to clean it up. There's just no way I'll be able to clean it up. So I have to be very careful. So I'm going to put it up to here and let it ooze out onto the first one. Oh, that's what I'll do. Excuse me. Maybe if I do the heavy duty one. This one. No, that'll be too much. Okay. This one's prepared. Now let's do the other 4 the same way. Now, I'm wondering, for the other frame, should I put all this tape on it though? So I'm just going to glue it from here to here. I don't think one side's going to need tape. All this tape that I put here, I don't think this other side's going to need it. Okay. Let's just go ahead and glue this other one down. I want to make sure. One this way or this way. I think this way's better. Yeah. Okay. This time you're going here where I can see you best. There. And the same thing here. You're getting the bottom. You're getting the top. Okay. You're getting the bottom. So I put this in the wrong spot then. Just in case. Okay. And I'm running out of tape. I'm just going to be sure I don't get none on the outside. That will go on the outside there. Okay, and then this one. Just gonna go this way. I can barely see. This ain't gonna be enough. Let's see how much we can get off of it. No. I am so off track here. like right about there. Okay. So it doesn't move all over the place on me. Let's just do this. Do that. Do that. Like that, right? Okay, I think we're good to go here. And good to go here. See how this time I didn't use the glue? I wasn't supposed to use the glue in the other one either. Because we're going to use the glue on top, not in the bottom. Okay, now. I'm going to use the glue on the other dude. And lay this one on top. No way. I just messed it all up. Can I? The trick is to get it on the other side to lace. Oh, perfect. Because I don't think there's any way I'm going to get that white out. And then I have these arrows here. I can do with these instead of all that white line. The problem is the tape. I untape it one way and it gets taped the other. I might have to do a whole nother one all over again. You know what? Forget it. Because this is just not going to line up the way I want it to line up. Look, I already messed it up and it's not lining up. already not lining up. It's going to be too much of a hassle. We'll see what we're going to do with this. Most of it, I'll wait till I cover it up. Most of it will be covered up. This right here is not going to get covered up though. So we'll just have to have one with a white edge. But the rest of it will work out. Can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. Now, should I have that big mess in the front or in the back? I think it'll go on the back. Yeah, we'll put it towards the back. So it won't look so bad. Okay. Now, we're not going to glue this together yet until I get the printouts done. Hopefully I'll work on that tomorrow. So I'll put prints in here. I want to put prints in here, and I want to then put shakers. And I have to see what kind of shakers I'm going to be using. Because I used to have mini shakers or mini beads, and I don't know whatever happened to those. The mini beads would have been a lot better in there. I don't know what happened. But I was never able to find them. I don't want to use glitter. This whole section here is empty. Okay, let's work on the other two. Get these two done. And then I just need to stand up for a minute. Oh, let me get some water. I've been sitting down for too long. Why does it say was? Is this done? The story cannot load. Okay, let me get some water. I take my medicine. going to do the same thing here. One's going to be full of tape. And then not the other one, just one. First I need to mark going up. Oh, I'll wait till it's going to get all covered up. So we'll just have to wait. I'm trying to think. I don't think I need to make this part here. Yeah, it's not that part there. Going on the outside, it's going to be super tight, or a lot of tape. Now, let's see which way this goes on better. I think it's going to be this way. Yeah, it's going to be this way. So, that one's the top right there. This one's the top right here. Okay. Let's put tape on the top of that one. Just like that. Okay. So why do I always gotta be doing something wrong? Now I have to do this way. And I can barely even see it. I'll leave the top on because anyway, I needed to put one there, but now I just made this a little bit more difficult for me. I think I need to go to bed and start over again. That's a good thing it's fixable, you know? And that I really don't need to remove the other tape because I was going to put some there anyway. I just hope it's not going to cause any overlapping. Now, I'm wondering, how did I just went down and didn't put it on this side. So to make sure I do it correct with that one. Okay. Wonder why this tape keeps tearing halfway. Okay. Okay, now I gotta put a lot of tape on the top. And we're gonna start with the inside here. This is the part that's going to get the glue around here. Actually, the middle one. So that way it'll ooze over here. The middle and the outer. Just so I can make sure. Okay, now let's work on the other one. That was a pain in the butt, but we got her done. I'm gonna do this one. Make sure I have it on the right side this time. Okay, now this one again is on the inside.
Jorge Luis Burgos.
Hey, I'm on my way to grab a soda and a snack.
Okay.
I'll see you.
Are you upstairs?
No, I'm just in my house.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna lie.
I got it here online.
Okay.
What?
Bye. Love ya.
Hey, just bye-bye.